everything from, the Second World War and why we have the European Union, and born out of the ashes of the terrible wars that took place across Europe. And it was supposed to stabilise, bring about peace, prosperity. Now, Sinn Féin as a party critically engaged with the EU because we think that EU has lost its direction. And I think that the way Greece had been fiscally waterboarded is one of those examples how they've abused and used austerity on a progressive government like Syriza and others. So those are the things that are all wrong with the EU. But the EU needs reformed and changed, not to run away from it. People think it's happening way out there. It's happening in Syria. It's happening in far removed places. It's happening in the Middle East. Those refugees that are perishing in the Mediterranean. Pope Francis has called it a floating cemetery. And I must say, what you are doing as a country is absolutely remarkable, what you have had to cope with. And the people in Ireland cared deeply about what happened to you, what happened to the Greek people. I went to Greece. I stood shoulder to shoulder with the people in Greece during your referendum, during your elections, to stand side by side and vote for what was, not that I couldn't vote, but to support those who were voting for what was right for you. And you needed the international community to be helping you throughout that time. So what we say to the people of Greece, we now need that in return. So I would ask on an international level that they would care, but I also would say there are 3 million EU citizens living in Britain, and there are thousands of Greek people living and working and rearing families in Britain. They need the support of their own country, of their own fellow men and women, to know that the rights that they have will be preserved and protected. So on a national level and on an international level, the people of Greece should care, because economically, politically, socially, it is going to have an effect on their lives. The decisions that is taken, the implications of the withdrawal agreement will be felt in Greece as it will be felt everywhere else, and it will be too late. Too late if the people of Greece sleepwalk into this. And it's remarkable that people like you are at least trying to wake people up, but wake them up we must, and that's the responsibility of those of us in the left. That's some of the work that we have to do, and that's why in GUI NGL, I think, and in Syriza and the delegation that we have, and all working together with the delegations, working as one. I would imagine after the transition period, because Theresa May is saying that the transition period, and we have been saying that the jargon is the EU key, the EU laws and regulations and all that, it will apply in full in Britain during the transition period. And what Theresa May is saying, that when they leave, that there is no guarantee that the kind of rights that Greek people have, that European people have living in Britain, will continue in the same way, so the protections that they have will be diminished. So I could imagine in the future people will consider all of that before they think about relocating to Britain, but certainly they should come to Ireland, and of course Irish people should go to Greece as well.